Hello, friends. We are continuing with the scholar Gypsy, and we are finished eight paragraph till now. Today we are doing the ninth one. The maidens who from the distant hamlets come to dance around the five-field elm in May. Now, May is very important because May is the time of spring and summer in England, and contrasted with the winter time, which is very harsh. So this is the time of celebration, and even in we can see that Good Friday and Easter, which is a religious festival, it coincides with the springtime, the time of warmth, the time of when the harvest has been cut, and now is the time for rejoicing. In Indian case also we have got Baisakhi, which is a time of cutting. The weeds have been cut, and now is the time of rejoicing after the hard work, right? So therefore, after the hard work, this is the time of some sort of a mirth, some sort of an enjoyment, and therefore the maidens from the distant hamlets, the distant village, they come and dance around the five-field elm. Elm is a tree, and there must be a place, five-field, near Oxford, where they come to dance. If you remember Tess, if you read Tess of the Uber, you must have noticed that the heroine Tess, she meets with Angel Clark in one such festival of dancing where the maidens they dance. Okay, off through the darkening fields have seen thee roam, and these maidens they have seen thee roaming through the darkened fields, or cross a stile into the public way. So you, the scholar gypsy who's crossing the stile, that is climbing the steps and coming into the public way. Of thou hast given them store of flowers. So often have you given them stores of flowers. Now, scholar gypsy is very fond of collecting flowers. We have seen in the earlier paragraph as well that he had bunch of flowers in his lap also. From the distant fields he must have collected the flowers. And there are different color flowers, the frail leafed white anemone, so very weak leaf, a beautiful flower anemone, dark blue bells drenched with dews of summer eve. So the another flower is there, blue bells who are covered with the dew of summer eve, because it is May time, so they are all bathed in the dew. And purple orchises with spotted leaves. So another type of flowers is the purple orchises. So he has got bunch of flowers which he offers to the maidens, but none had words she can report of thee. But no one had the words to tell about him, the scholar gypsy, because he's a reclusive person, he's a shy person, just offers the flowers and just move away. Okay. And above Godstow Bridge, when hay times here, and this is the name of a bridge, and this all names are authentic names. They are not imaginary names. I've already before told you. When it is the hay time in June, June is the time when the peasants are busy making hay, and many a scythe in sunshine flames, and they're preparing hay with the scythe. Scythe is an instrument, and the sun is shining on them, and their scythe is appearing as if it is a flame. They are holding flames. Men who through those wide fields of breezy grass, where black winged swallows haunt the glittering Thames, to bath. And these men who have finished their work of preparing hay, they move towards the glittering, shining Thames in order to bath, where the black winged swallows haunt. So swallows also fly above the Thames in the abundant lasher pass, and there must be a lasher. Lasher is a rope to tie something for, in this case to tie the hay. Some ropes must be abundant, they're lying there, they pass, have often passed thee near, and they have passed you also, sitting upon the river banks overgrown, and you were sitting on the bank of the river, uh, on the grass you were sitting, and they passed thee, marked thy outlandish garb. And as they were moving towards the river in order to take the bath, they have marked you because you were wearing strange. Outlandish means strange dress you were wearing, because he's wearing scholar gypsy dress. Thy figure spare, you were thin figured, thy dark vague eyes and soft abstract air. So your eyes were vague in the sense that you were searching for something, and we know what our scholar gypsy is searching. some flash of lightning he's searching. But when they come from bathing, thou wast gone. So again the idea is that he's avoiding society, and therefore when they come back from bathing, this peasants who are making hay, you were gone. So you are avoiding the society, you were avoiding the society. At some lone homestead in the Cumnor Hills. So Cumnor Hill is again coming. This is a hill very close to the Oxford, where this Matthew Arnold, he had also climbed this hill, spent many times here. So in lone homestead means a building, a house, a small house, a farmhouse, where at her open door the housewife danced. So the door was open, and the housewife, lady of the house, she's darning means she's mending something, some clothes she's mending. The hole, there must be a hole in the cloth or in the woolen cloth, so she's mending that. Thou has been seen, so you were seen by the housewife there, or hanging on a gate to watch the threshers in the mossy barns. Now, barn is a place, a building for storing grains, and threshers were busy. The threshers are the people who are beating the corn in order to separate the grains. So, once the grains are separated, they are collected in the barn. So, you were seen by the threshers hanging on a gate and seeing the people how they thrash. Children who early range the slopes and late for cresses from the rills. Now, rills is a small stream in the hill, and cresses are the leaves, the plants that grow whose leaves are eaten. So, children go there in order to collect the leaves of the plant. Okay, so they go early in the morning and they go late in the evening, and they have noticed you, have known thee I'm. And what have they seen? They have seen you sitting, and you are looking all an April day. In any April day, you are sitting since morning. All means all day long you are sitting. The springing pastures, the green fields of the spring, because April is the springtime. So green fields, you are seeing the green fields and the feeding kine. Feeding kine means the cows and the cattle that are feeding on the green field. So you are watching from morning till evening. You are watching. The children come in the morning, they go. They come in the evening, and you are still there. And mark thee, and they've noticed you when the stars come out and shine through the long dewy grass. Move slow away. They have marked thee as the evening comes and the stars are coming out. So you are slowly moving from the dewy grass, the grass on which the dew is there. So again, the idea again is that he is moving away from the society. But important thing is there, who is noticing him? The housewife. A housewife is a symbol of love, love towards husband, love towards children. The children, they are very innocent, they are very pure. The shepherds must also be there because the kine is there. So shepherds again are innocent. Shepherds are pure. So only those people who are pure, who are loving, they can notice him. In autumn, on the skirts of Bagley Wood, on the outskirts of Bagley Wood, again there is a wood close to Oxford, where most the gypsies by the turf edge way pitch their smoked tents in every bush you see. So this is the wood which has outskirts of this woods. The gypsy, they pitch their tent with scarlet patches tagged and shreds of grey. So this tents, they have got scarlet patches. They've got patches of scarlet color. Scarlet means orangish red color, tagged in shreds of grey. And they've got shred means they've got patches of grey as well, above the forest ground called Thesle. So there must be a ground Thesle. There this there the gypsies, they pitch their tent. And because gypsies are there, so our scholar is also there because they are his mate. The blackbird, that means the crow, picking food, sees thee, nor stops his meal, nor fails at all. So used to, so often has he known thee, past him stray. So often has the blackbird, that the crow has seen him, the scholar gypsy, that now the bird does not feel fearful of him. Wrapped, twirling in thy hand a withered spray. So you're wrapped, you're busy thinking of something. Okay, meditative, and twirling in thy hand, you've got a straw in your hand and you're playing with it, you're twisting it and waiting for the spark from the heaven to fall. And this idea, we know that he's waiting for some eureka moment when some spark from heaven will fall, and he will know the gypsy's secret, which he is going to impart to the world. And once in winter on the causeway chill, where home through flooded fields foot travelers go. And once in winter, now this is the winter time. Now causeway means the fields, the farmlands, they are flooded, but in between there will be a way which is somewhat raised, very small, narrow way, but it is somewhat raised. So in that, the people, the foot travelers, they go. Have I not passed thee on the wooden bridge? Now, have I? The poet is saying that I have also come across you. Now, the poet is in 1853, 1852, 1853, whereas this book was written in 1661. So, poet seems to be somewhat confused in that. So, have I not passed thee on the wooden bridge, wrapped in thy cloak? So, you were wrapped in your cloak. That means the gypsy cloth that you were wearing, and battling with the snow, because it is very cold time. Winter is a very cold time. So, you were trying to cover yourself with the cloak. The face towards Hingsay and its wintry ridge. You are looking towards Hingsay. That is a mountain and its wintry snow-covered ridge. And thou hast climbed the hill and gained the white brow of the Kumnar range. And you have climbed the Kumnar hill. Again, the Kumnar range or Kumnar hill is coming, and you have gained the summit. White brow means a brow, a hill, a summit, a forehead that is covered with snow. Turn once to watch while the thick snow flakes fall. So once you turned back, once you climbed up, then for one moment you turned your back while the snow was falling. And what did you notice? But for once you look back from the hilltop, the line of festal light in Christ Church Hall. So there must be a church below, that is the Christ Church. And there, obviously, if there is a church, there is a society as well. There must be a big village or a town. And it is a festival time. It may be 24th of December, 25th of December, because it is winter time. So you have noticed it, but because it is a festival time, so obviously our scholar gypsy is going to avoid the gathering. And then sought thy straw in some sequestered grang. Now, sequestered means isolated, and grang means a country house or a farm building. So you sought your straw. Straw means you sought your comfort, your protection, your spending of the night in some isolated farm building, away from society. Okay, so we have finished 13 paragraphs, and these paragraphs are more Wordsworth like. There are peasants, there are children, there is obviously scholar gypsy, and beautiful description of Thames and villages and hills and farmland. So we can notice that it is a Wordsworth like. But now what we are going to see in the second half, 13 paragraphs are finished. Now next 12 paragraph will be more like T.S. Eliot and his Wasteland like. Okay, so there will be a contrast. We'll do it in the next video. Thank you.